Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of Point of View. We have a lot to get into, but first, let's give a warm welcome to our guest co-host, Reid, back to the table.
How you doing? How you doing?
Welcome. Always beautiful. We appreciate having you.
No problem.
Coming up on today's show, MSNBC has officially parted ways with Joy Reid, and her fans are not having it. I'm one of them. Plus, we have the latest details on the nationwide economic blackout. And later in Girlfriend's Guide, we're getting into it. Clingy partners, are they a sign of love or a little too much to handle? Sit back, join the discussion. You're watching POV. So Joy Reid is officially off the air at MSNBC after years of keeping it real on the Reid Out, and the network is pulling the plug as part of a programming shape up. Love her or not, Joy Reid has never been afraid to speak her mind, especially on race, politics, and social justice. But do y'all think this is just a business move, or was she so fearless that she became a target?
Honestly, when you're so fearless, you can become a target, especially with women of color, Latino. We already know, like, as soon as you have a strong opinion, people cannot handle you. So you become a threat.
Yeah.
They either love you or they hate you.
Yeah, it's no in between. It's no in between.
It's like when you're a woman of color, you're just not supposed to have that strong of an opinion to stand on. Like, how dare you speak about politics? What do you know? How dare you have an opinion on anything? What do you know? Well, know quite a bit.
Especially on a platform like MSNBC, CNN, things like that. You know, these bigger platforms, and they're like, you know, you should be lucky that we gave you a chance. Yeah, we know Joy Reid is always, you know, pushing the envelope on things that are near and dear to a lot of our hearts, and you know, speaking up for things that other people just act like it's not happening. And so it's so unfortunate, you know, to lose that loud and that powerful of a voice, like right now in times where we need it most. But, you know, this presidency is just showing us that, you know, nobody is safe. But Michael Rappaport, if I'm saying that right, recently spoke out and shared his opinion about MSNBC canceling Joy Reid's show. Let's take a look at this clip.
One of the reasons why the show got canceled is because people didn't watch. People didn't watch, and I'm sure they ran it up the flagpole. Oh, should we cancel Joyless Joy Reid during Black History Month? They had to stop the financial bleeding. And you people that are complaining about Joyless Joy Reid's show getting canceled, did you watch? You should have been watching the show, and she wouldn't have gotten the show canceled. The reason why.
You know, I would totally love to believe that, you know, he's coming with some type of truth, but I just don't believe him. I look at him and he's like, you know, you people who, you know, joyless, you know, if he maybe not said the you people, joyless, you know, I could have believed, but at this point, I mean, who does he own the station?
Are we automatically assuming that when he says you people that he's only solely talking about black people though?
No, he said you people who said you were watching or who are upset that you should have been watching it. I just didn't like his tone.
But you know, a lot of times when
like
you
he's
hear
reprimanding somebody, who is he?
When you literally hear you people, excuse me, I take offense. Because you people just don't sit right, especially when it's coming from a person that's not my color. Yeah. Sometimes they use that to try to tear you down. It's like, you people. As if like we're not all people.
I don't think he was just talking about black people though. Like I think he was really talking about everyone who was mad about, because I'm sure it was white people that was mad that Joy's show got canceled. So I think that he was more so saying that you people, as in like people as a collective, you know, anybody that was upset about the show being canceled, if you were actually watching the show, then her ratings would have been better, and she probably would have had a better chance of still being on air.
And that's how he should have said it.
Exactly.
So it's a difference when you say you people, and then instead of like how you just said it. How you said it was perfect.
Yeah.
So we are assuming that when he says you people, he's talking about black people.
Correct.
Well,
that's
he
how
did.
I feel.
You are.
That's
okay.
how
He did say you people who are complaining or who are upset. He did say that.
Right.
However, I'm sorry, I just couldn't accept the you people from him as well. I've said you people to other people as well, and you know what? They didn't like it. So nobody seems
If
of
he
any
was
race
black though,
like
and
you
he
people.
said you people,
I
would
don't
we
like
still
when my
think-
mama say y'all when she's talking about something that happened with my
Somebody-
sister.
yeah.
You
Right.
talk
I
about
don't like
whoever
either.
you talking to, and if you don't know their name, baby, don't talk about none of us.
Oh
Many
my
of the
God.
people in the comments.
No,
Without
for real,
playing semantics, we just
okay,
don't like
because
it.
you said if he was black and he
Yeah.
said you people, would we still take offense? Really think about, have you ever heard really a black person say like you people? That's not our language. You people. We don't say you people. They say you people when they're trying to disrespect us. That's what they say.
And a lot of black people, especially, there was a women's organization, wasn't a black women's organization that was really fighting about this. And they were like, we're going to just like get online. We're going to get 5 million views for her. And then we just kind of like, this is how I interpret it, like a
Where
black
they
guy.
at?
They did that yesterday because her show was on last yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
did
so
they get
it
her
was
to 5 million views?
I hope so. 15. I think it was like 14 or 15 million. I hope so. I really hope so. We were doing our show.
What
at
I
the
do
time.
want to say is that, you know, we have also seen a lot of people's shows on these larger networks getting canceled, and,
Yeah.
you know, they are affected and feel like maybe they won't have the kind of impact that they had. And then we see them do things like get, you know, private podcasts
Yeah.
and things
Yeah.
like that, and they're making money that they have never
Yeah.
seen. And so we do value Jory's voice, and so I am believing that, you know, even now, I wasn't as much of a follower or as in tune with her show as I should have been, but I will be now. So we're going to get her there.
Well,
For
she
sure.
had a podcast before. That's what I think got her on this one. And I think she's going to do great. I mean, she's just a really phenomenal person. I think just as a person in general, and a great voice to speak for us and speak for us as women and tell the truth of what's going on out there and how it's affecting common people. And I think she's gonna do well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if she
somebody will pick her
also,
up.
even though
Yeah.
she did have a podcast before, and I'm sure it did well, you know, prior, but at the end of the day, now we're
Yeah.
in a climate where podcasts are truly thriving. And so that
Right.
5 years that she's given MSNBC, you know, when
Right.
she's having this show, that's a detrimental 5 years to what she could have been doing. So, you know, we wish her much success. But
Yes.
on to the
Yes.
next
Yeah, of
topic.
course.
People across the country are putting their money where their mouth is. Literally on Friday, a 24-hour economic blackout is set to protest the rollback in DEI programs. Major retailers like Amazon, Walmart, and McDonald's are the main targets. Organizers are urging folks to avoid shopping, purchasing gas, and even swiping their cards at all costs. But will one day of boycotting really send a message? Will we even be able to make a difference? What do y'all think?
I think it will. Just imagine one full day of no money being spent at these places that probably make millions
blackout.
a day, you know? Like,
Yes.
that will literally make a huge difference. I personally think.
Yeah,
Are
they.
you guys participating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because supposedly, if I'm remembering correct from the research that I was doing, which was so empowering even to know that, that 4.4 billion black dollars is spent every day in America.
Wow.
4.4 billion.
4.4 billion.
And I believe
And
they
it was
said it
2
was somewhere like $1.6 trillion a year.
A year.
$133 billion a month. So if we can just get this one day and start somewhere, they're gonna feel it.
Yeah, they're going to feel it.
Because
Yeah.
they
that would
said
be a
that
huge impact.
we're the biggest consumers, and a dollar doesn't stay in our community longer than an hour. No, I think this is a good time to show us we can hold on to our dollar.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we can hold on to it like everybody else do a week. You know, they did it broken down like I think white people a week, Asians are like, you know, maybe 5 or 4 days or whatever. People are holding on to their money. They say we're the biggest consumers. Well, good. Now we won't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reverend Al Sharpton says that this protest is about more than just money. It's about making a statement. And so,
Right.
you know, what I am going to charge myself to do even tonight and, you know, tomorrow to let everybody know who in my phone, baby, it's about to be an email blast list.
Right. Yeah, seriously.
Just rally up the troops and see, you know, how much damage we really can do. We really do matter as much as they want us to believe that we
That's
don't.
right.
We
We
don't.
don't.
And if we can
Yeah.
stay asleep long enough, then we won't matter.
Right.
And so while we still have some buying power, let's use it. But my question is, does this give people a feel-good moment without actually a long-term impact? Or how do you think these companies will even notice?
I think we should do it again. I don't think this should be the only time.
Yeah.
I think it should be. I wish we could do it and not have to like really tell them.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, coming, you know, that way I think would be better. But, you know, how do you get the word out?
Right.
But I'm glad it's being done because we matter. we matter. Black women, Black people in general. I mean, when you look at all the inventions, even now that has happened, that everybody gets to build on top of and claim it as theirs.
Right.
I mean, you have GPS systems. I mean, all this stuff built by Black people, and then to be just cast to the side like, well, you don't matter. We'll take your stuff, we'll build on it and call it ours. I mean, we matter. And I think it's time, but the only time you can, really show that is with your money, because that's what, people understand.
Yeah.
100%. I think after this, the next step would be if we can just increase the respect and the integrity that we're implementing into smaller Black businesses, because it's one thing to say, hey, let's not spend money with them. And so then we have Black business support, but then the Black businesses are not up to par.
Right.
And so, I hope that, all of us that have individual businesses as well can elevate what it is that we're selling and representing, so that other Black people or people of color, period, can feel comfortable and, and trusted spending their money with us. Yeah. But the rollback in DEI programs has been a hot topic, especially after the changes under the Trump administration. Now we are really, in this time, we're really able to take action. So I'm just excited to see how this is going to work out.
I hope people stick to it.
I really hope they do, because they never do.
Yeah, and we shouldn't need DEI. In a good world, a better world, we wouldn't need it. We shouldn't need it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not quite sure we live in that world.
I saw someone say earlier this week, and it really hit me. They were talking about white privilege, and that white privilege only exists because white people created white privilege. And now it's time for us to create black privilege.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
I saw the lady speaking on it when she was on the what was it?
I hate that I can't remember her name.
She was
I love
flying.
her.
She was flying on a plane, and a little girl came.
Yes, but we have to take a short commercial break. After
Okay.
this, we're gonna get back into it. Girlfriend's Guide, Unpopular Opinions. Stay tuned, y'all.
Hey family, thanks so much for joining us and staying tuned into the show. It is Wednesday and I have a question. So if y'all could, oh my God, what's the best piece of advice that you've ever gotten from a song lyric?
I'm gonna tell y'all, baby, Nicki Minaj, even though I'm not a Barbie, she said, ain't no friends in this game. You ain't learned that yet. That's it right there.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Nicki.
That's one.
Wow.
That's it.
That's one.
That's it right there.
That's one. I
and
like that one.
I believe that they are friends for me in the church house. God has sent them. But in this game, I ain't met one yet.
I'm a piggyback off of you. I think it was Drake that said it's lonely at the top.
Yes. Oh, it's so lonely at the top. Me personally, I can't even just pick just a lyric, but that Kanye West All Falls Down. He literally said so much truth in that song. If y'all haven't really listened to the song and the lyrics, go listen to it when you get in the car.
So I feel like I need to go listen
seriously,
to it.
We know that
Like,
song. What it say? She buy a Benz and she don't really need them. She'll
buy a lot of clothes, but she don't.
It's been a long time. I'm going to listen to it again.
He said even if you in a Benz, you still a N-word in a coupe. Okay? Just letting you know we spend all our money doing whatever, but to their eye,
Raquel,
we
do you
still
have
that.
one quickly?
Well, see, saying just what we just talked about, right? Isn't that what we just talked about? I do not. Y'all got to give me these questions early.
Okay, I'm not playing around with Raquel. If y'all have a song lyric that y'all have received advice from or something like that, drop it down in our comments. We'll be right back to POV.
Welcome back. It's that part of the show where we dive into all things love, life, relationships, and everything in between. Let's get into Girlfriend's Guide. All right, ladies, so let's talk about it. Clingy, significant others, friends, and even family members. We all know someone who just doesn't seem to give us space. But what does it really mean? Is it independence? Is it insecurity, codependency, or something deeper? Or be real, do you secretly love a little clinginess?
I'm going to tell y'all right now, Callie is so clingy when we in the dressing room. I was just joking.
No, you're not joking, girl. I be Junie be having the sushi. She have all the chocolate. Yeah, I'm really all up in her space. Can I have some, please?
We have learned that we have no personal space when it comes to our dressing room. We just share.
Ain't no secrets in the secret place.
Okay.
I feel like it can be all of those combined, but I don't really like that clingy stuff. I do not like it. I cannot stand it. I be needing a fresh breath of air. I don't want to be with somebody every day, all day, or if I'm going somewhere, you're a concept. So where are you going to wear? I don't like to be questioned like a lot. No, just like give me a little space. Time to miss you.
And that's why Rhea is single.
Oh, no, she didn't.
I need my space. I do need my space, but I do like times where, you know, a person and I, we're together, but when it's time to break that, I need my space. I have things to do, and I feel like I don't really like being questioned. I don't mind telling you where I'm going, you know, what I'm doing, because I want to know those things too. You know, I care, but too much of it, that would drive me bananas. Obsessive, absolutely.
You ready to be real?
Oh, but I'm always gonna keep it real.
I'm a little clingy. Like I'm a little clingy. Like I like
ready
to
be real, y'all.
I like to be up under my person, you know, just a little bit. Like I'm like a big cuddler. Like so I feel like with my friends though, like with my close friends, baby, I'm in your business. Your business is my business, and we share business.
Hate it.
Okay. With my close friend, yes, like my close friends are my diary. So yeah, like I'm all up in your business. Like, and I'm at your house, you at my house. Like we spending time together. Like we in a relationship for real.
Well, how do you get to know someone? How do you be with that person in a relationship with them, whether it's a friendship if you don't spend time?
A friendship is a relationship.
Right, exactly.
I'm there. But also I am a
need that
person,
moment.
I am a true Taurus woman. Like I need my space sometimes. Sometimes I don't like to be bothered. Sometimes I don't like to talk. Sometimes I just want to be left alone.
I feel like I'm a dependable friend. Like I'm there when you need me. But don't expect to hear from me all the time because I have so much going on. It's not that I don't love you. It's not that I don't think about you. I got a lot going on. So just call me when you need me, though. I got you.
Well, I feel like, Junie, if we close friends, you're going to hear from me.
Every day.
Yeah, every day.
I'm going to say something every day.
Yeah.
To stay on the topic of clinginess, I feel like what happens a lot of times in relationships, even in friendships, you know, we get into these situations and we are building relationships off of so much misinformation or not knowing what we want or what they want, and so we're implementing all these tools in real time and always being together and starting things that we really don't want to keep up, and then that is how now it's clingy, you know, now you're so needy, now I have no personal space because we didn't have any boundaries. And so I think that happens to me like a lot. Even sometimes in friendships and in personal relationships, when you're trying to establish something you never seen before, you tend to not know what the boundary should look like. And then you wake up one day and you're like, who am I?
Right.
You know? Literally. And I think that happens you know, also from having children. I have kids, baby, and so I'm used to now someone literally sitting on my lap as I'm using the toilet.
Right. Yeah.
You know, literally. I mean, I'm in the shower. You want to come take a shower with me? Like, I'm like, you know, one day I was in there and I almost started shaving my baby legs because I just forgot it wasn't my legs.
Exactly. But so that's why I just feel like up front, when you're getting into new relationships or new friendships, whatever, you need to tell these people, because so many people tell me like, oh, I want to hang out with you one day. Listen, baby, I don't even hang out like that. Okay? And I always tell them straight up, I'm a dependable person.
You cannot tell, baby, because it look like you be on the scene.
No scene at all. I take a picture, I go to Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and lay down.
Wow.
That's my scene.
I am not playing with you. I think, but going back to what you said, Tally, I think boundaries are very important. Like when you're starting a friendship or when you're starting a relationship, I feel like growing now, like being in my adulthood, like I feel like I'm way more strict on my boundaries. Like when it comes to relationships, situationships, friendships, I'm way more like cutthroat, like one red flag, I'm out of there, baby.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I recently got to that point, and I think because I've been doing so much work on myself and work even within my family, to where it's not, you know, when I'm getting into a friendship and I see any red flag, I always was a person that wanted to see the best in others, and so I just ignore all the signs. But now I'm like, baby, you get loud with me, I'm done.
So listen, do y'all feel that that's right? Because see, that's how I think. But I'm starting to learn now
What you mean? Like to forgive them? Like
I think like sometimes
like
we're so quick to cut off people because we know what we had in the past with like trauma and stuff. But what if this person, new person who's coming in your life, what if like they just don't know and it's you just need the uncomfortable conversation and then it be something beautiful.
You. I 100% get you, but I also feel like why you don't know at your big grown age. Like I'm not accepting. I just didn't know.
And I can't believe that no one told them before. I just feel like they don't want to do the work, you know, because even with me and
they just ignore it.
I do so much pacifying and I'm so gentle sometimes that I'm so, you know, thoughtful of how I speak to people. And so once we cross that line and it get too crazy, I don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? And if me who's doing the work and I got a mouth, but if I've allowed God to fix my mouth, baby, no, we getting this thing right or it's wrong and I'm not here. But at what point does clinginess cross the line from being a normal desire for connection to being unhealthy?
When it starts to be aggressive.
Okay, there you go.
When you feel it, everybody's tolerance is different. You know, like some people have probably never experienced true clinginess and they just honestly maybe never even experienced love before.
Correct.
You know, so like clinginess to them could just feel like, oh my God, this is love. You know, like everybody's tolerance is different.
Or if somebody just, I'm sorry, if somebody just double texts you twice, if you never had nobody who cared about you, they doing too much. Whole time you just never been loved. So it just all depends.
Yeah, like, I think sometimes you gotta give a person a chance. Like for me, I'm trying to figure out what especially dating relationships. I hadn't dated in long, so I'm trying to figure out, do I like this? Do I like what this person is doing?
A little bit of grace.
Let me determine if this is okay. How is this for me? But one thing I realized that article talked about was moving very fast. And I was like, in one relationship, it moved so fast. I'm like, well, I don't know. Well, I will go along with it since I hadn't dated in so long and see, you know, how I like this. But one thing I didn't like was the aggressiveness and trying to get rid of my best friend. That's when it turned like, that's ridiculous.
You're trying to kill me.
Trying to get rid of my friend.
Exactly.
You don't want nobody to be around to see I got a black eye.
Exactly.
It's that time of our show for the final segment of the day. Let's get into unpopular opinion. It's me and these nails. All right, y'all. So we came across this post on social media that was pretty interesting. Definitely an unpopular opinion on men who ask women to go makeup free on their first date. Let's take a look.
Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything. He doesn't want you to have.
I'm lost. All our faces are. We're all stuck on stupid right now.
I'm sorry. I was lost in the eyebrow being here.
You're crazy.
I'm lost in the eyebrow.
And that is not what that man is saying. That man is saying, baby, you are beat down to the gods. I want to see what else.
What are you hiding?
What is the face
What are you
doing?
hiding?
I want to know you look like a person.
You're hiding something under all of that makeup. I feel like that man just wants to see you just completely natural.
I want to see what
he wants to
what
say,
I'm gonna wake up to.
And he wants to say, he's saying that you look beautiful right now, but I want to see what that nose do.
Okay, without the contour. Okay, without that highlight under the eye. Is it dark? Is it black?
To watch that was so cringe. Like, and to viewers watching, yes, all of us up here have on makeup. You should follow all of our pages to see without the makeup it gives still, so we have room to talk. So if I'm a man, if I see you look like Beyonce when we first meet, of course I know it's makeup, but do not act oblivious to that when people take off their makeup, somebody could look totally different.
Girl,
we've seen it.
Totally
makeup
different.
works wonders.
Okay.
Some people can put that makeup on and look like a totally different person.
Point.
I need to know too what you look like under that makeup.
That was so ignorant to her to say, like, oh, he can't afford it. You afford it. How about that? But that was so ignorant to say.
Like, if I gotta buy $1,000 worth of makeup every month, if he a man, I want to know too.
Yeah, exactly. And it ain't no problem, honey, because a man can take us to the beach on the first date, and we taking them to the beach too. Because I want to say, do that hairline Go back to George Jefferson.
My point.
Come on. We all want to know what's there. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, we want to know.
So we all want to see. Take that hat off. Let me see how you look with that.
Yeah,
Take the
because
hat.
honey, they look different with the hat and the
conversations
shade.
like this about makeup, but I just feel like for her, it was kind of given like she don't
Ridiculous.
often wear her natural face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she wears
And
a
I
lot
don't
of
know why
makeup
she's
on
a
a
beautiful
regular.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that makeup, it wasn't given, baby. That's why he wanted to see. It's a little too light underneath the eye. What's happening when it's not on? Do the face match at the end of the day?
Right. You just want to see what he waking up to, baby. It ain't nothing wrong with that.
We all want to see. We all want to see what's the natural state. So I know I'm not going to be terrified when you don't have that makeup on or
Not
that hat
terrified,
on.
When I roll over that next morning, your breath stink. Is you gonna be ugly too?
Oh, no. Listen, y'all, that's a wrap for today's show. As we continue celebrating Black History Month, we are honoring the incredible legacy of Black pioneers who have helped shape history. Today, we're highlighting Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman elected to the United States Congress. Shirley once said, women must become revolutionary. This cannot be evolution, but revolution. On that note, thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to catch Point of View weekdays only on Afro TV. See y'all next time.